What's up, everybody? It's Michael here, back with another video. Today I will be showing you my updated vinyl collection. I'm not gonna show you the entire collection because it's could be lengthy, and so I only have about maybe 10, 11 records to show you guys today. But I wanted to give an update on my record collection since I haven't probably done this in about a year or so. And I'd space it out like that to try to give my pocket some time to recover because as you know, or if you're new to this, you may not know, but vinyl can be very expensive, especially if you cop them pretty frequently. But today I just wanted to give an update on my collection. Like I said, I haven't done this in about a year, so I feel like this was a good time to update you guys. But as if you don't know, whatever, you may or may not know, or if you may have been following me for a minute, I've only been collecting vinyl for about maybe 2 years now. And there's still things I'm learning, but my collection is growing rapidly. But so this is I've always been passionate about music, and I want to collect physical media, not only like update my iTunes library, but this is my way of supporting artists. And you never know, there might be an apocalypse one day. Who knows? You might need to keep all your records. But I'm babbling on, so let's get started. The first one I have to show you guys is Stevie Wonder. This is Best Collection, and it comes with a Obi strip. Which I find that a little more interesting than just regular American-made records. But I tend to like Obi strips more. But you can slide it this way so you can see the full cover. But yeah, Stevie Wonder's Best Collection. I knew I wasn't big on Stevie Wonder, growing up, but I knew the main stuff. But my parents never played them around me when I was coming up. But I found this at where I live. It's like not a hole in the wall, but it's hard to find record store. And then and it wasn't until I was almost ready to go where I found this. So any record store I go to, I have to be in there for not hours, but a pretty long time, because I flipped through every single record. But this was a good find to me, and I really like this. This is a 1975 Japanese reissue, so I'm really happy I found this one. Next one I have to show you is No Worries, and this is from Anderson .Paak and Thundercat, their group. There's No Worries. In Knowledge. I like this one a lot. They had recently released the second installment to this. I believe it's No Worries 2. I think, but don't quote me on that. But I was bumping this in 2017, around there, whenever it released, and I was happy to find this one at a much bigger record store. But yeah, after flipping through for a few minutes, I found this. So this was an instant cop, what the kids would say. So the next one I have for you is Vince Staples, Ramona Park Broke My Heart. I'm a Vince Staples fan, and I really like this album that he had released maybe almost 5-6 years ago. But yeah, if you don't know about Vince Staples, check him out. This is one of my favorite records in my whole collection. My favorite song from this is probably Paper Cuts. Great album. Check it out. I feel like I'm moving too fast, but I don't know. Let me know in the comments. This record is Smino, Black Swan. Now, he had released this gatefold and everything, I like the, the artwork that comes with inside it and his reasoning behind it. But this was released in about maybe 2017, I want to say. I thought that it was like a 10-year anniversary he re-released this, but I don't know. I follow Smino on IG, and I'm in his he's like it's not Patreon, but in IG, like in his little group. He put out that they were releasing this on vinyl for like an anniversary, which I thought would be a 10-year anniversary, but come to find out, no, whatever, 7-year anniversary, because he dropped this in 2017. But I like Black Swan. I'm probably a big Smino fan. He's probably one of my top 5 favorite artists, but I don't know. I like the artwork that goes into these vinyl, and I'm always down to support an artist. I'm proud to pay. It was a Nipsey Hussle saying, or this thing that they did, but I'm just always proud to support an artist. And my favorite song from here is Anita. So that's Black Swan from Smino. My next one I have for you is SOS by SZA. And what I really wanted was the deluxe of this is Lana, but I'll find it. I'll get it and I'll find it because I know where to get it. But this is a great actually album by SZA. Big SZA fan. I was happy to support. Favorite record from this is probably the commercial one, the hit Snooze. But yeah, I like SZA a lot. Was proud to support. And pretty much anything she drops, I will cop. I hope I'm not going too fast. Next one I have is Wale, More About Nothing. Now, Wale, I've been supporting him for over, I feel like 15, 20 years almost, since he dropped Nike Boots. Him being from DC, me being from the DMV, Virginia area, always supported Wale, still love his music. As I record this, he actually just dropped a new album last week. And that's also a great album as well. But More About Nothing is, part of his series of mixtape About Nothing. More About Nothing. You have just, and then I like the how he collabed with Seinfeld on this. Favorite song probably is The Soup or Black and Gold. I don't know. I'm gonna call it a tie, but I found this record in DC at a the name escapes me, but this particular record store only has DC artists. So if you're familiar with DC music, they have Go-Go on vinyl in there. They only have Wale. They got even Cordray being a DMV artist, but they only have DMV music in there, DC specifically. But I wish I knew the name off the top of my head. I wish I knew the name of the record store. But a lot of musicians and even poets who come out of the DC area, they vinyl is full of them in this particular record store. And again, I wish I could say the name, but it escapes me. But I will be back to that one because I like that one a lot. I like what they stand for. I like their message, their reasoning, everything. Next one I have for you guys is Maze and Frankie Beverly. Man, that live in New Orleans. And I like the artwork that goes behind these records. These vinyls, and you have gatefolds. But I particularly like live performances. I tend to gravitate towards live performances over the studio recordings, just for many reasons. You have crowds, crowd interactions. These musicians, they tend to hit different notes live. They go on different runs, riffs and raps. Well, specifically on this one, the song Joy and Pain, when they're in the studio, they stick to the format of a song, but when they performed it live in New Orleans, they let the crowd sing to it. They did a cappella. I had this on repeat for so long. I still listen to it to this day, but yeah, this is one of my favorite records, one of my favorite vinyl I have, due to it being live. I love live performances, and I tend to like those better than the album itself. But Frankie Beverly and Maze live in New Orleans. Next one, Luther Vandross, Busybody. Now, my rule with when I, cop vinyl, some people, everybody's different. Some people only get vinyl of records that they know or records that they can't live without. Me, I do everything. I get records of my favorite artists, records that I'm trying to learn, or anything. This, before I bought it, I didn't know anything about Busybody from Luther Vandross, but once I acquired it, I was, I liked what I heard, and it was on repeat for the longest. So my favorite song is Make Me a Believer. But I don't know, let me know what you guys think, because, everybody's different, but like I said, but with me, I don't necessarily only get vinyl or records that I know. Like, I get records that, I love, and artists that I support, but some I know nothing about. Like I said earlier in my Stevie Wonder record, I didn't know a lot about Stevie Wonder, but I still, put this back in here, I still, got it because I wanted to learn about. It's something about over this last couple of years, I wanted to go back. And of course, I know music from past times, but I'm always trying to learn more and know more. But Luther Vandross, Busybody, it's a good one. Next one I have, and I don't think that I shared this in my previous video, but I hope I did. This is Larry June, Doing It For Me. Anything Larry June drops, I will get. This came with an Obi strip that I will not take off right now to show you the open gatefold, because it is kind of hard to get back on. But like I said, I like ones that come with Obi strips, and Larry June seems like not seems like, but that's anything that he drops, it comes with Obi strips. And I feel like I put him in with like almost similar to Westside Gunn when it comes to stuff that they curate and stuff that they drop. It just seems like they care about certain, just the presentation of things. And so they do, they're big on Obi strips and just production and things like that. But I liked this album from Larry June. My favorite my favorite song off this is probably Morning Calculations. But like I said, anything Larry June drops, I will cop. I even get his, it's like Midnight Orange brand. I even get some of his shirts and even accessories from there. But I'm a Larry June fan, if you didn't know. So this is a good one. Next one I have is Some Sexy Songs For You by Drake and P&D, Party Next Door. Like again, with a lot of these gatefolds and these vinyl, they come with artwork inside, all type of nice cool things. On top of like supporting the music, supporting the artists. I mean, just physical media, in my opinion, is just the way to go. But inside, it comes with just cool things like artwork and just stuff that, I don't want to keep, and I like it. And this is another reason to collect. I don't know, I'm passionate about music, so I like this. All this stuff is a plus, like on top of supporting the music itself, like just the presentation and stuff it comes with, and I don't know, I like it. Favorite song is probably, let's say, I like Pimmy's Dilemma. Even though it's short, it sounds like an interlude, but some sexy songs for you. That's it. I got that one from Target. I got this one from. Next one I have is Let God Sort 'Em Out by Clips. And this is the alternate cover. It's by Verdi. They let him, yep, there you go, Verdi. They let him do, create an alternate cover, and they put it on vinyl. And I didn't want to go with the original cover, but I don't know, I just wanted to be different in a way. I mean, aside from the fact that I like this cover. It was a great album. What does this come with? Like a poster? Like a small poster? I guess you can call it that. Yeah, so since Clips dropped again and for the first time in years, had to cop, because again, I am proud to support these artists. And I mean, the music's good as well. And I would say time and time again, physical media is the way to go. Whether you collect vinyl or CDs, physical media is just a great way to support, and it's just great to have, because you never know what can happen in the future. And iTunes may not work in the future, but physical media. So yeah, Let God Sort 'Em Out, and I believe they're up for a Grammy now as we record this. Favorite song on here is POV. Now, this right here is my favorite of all time. I have been on the lookout for this for over a year, almost 2 years, ever since I started. The Carter 2 by Lil Wayne. So this was hard to find, or the ones that you did find, they were very like, I don't want to say overpriced, but they were north of like $400 anywhere I saw these. And so I was just on the look to maybe find this record, maybe in like a hole in a wall, or any record store I pass, I have to look at it. I have to go in there and check, and I have to flip through all of their records, because you never know. But this Carter 2, about maybe 2 months ago, 2 or 3 months ago, they just updated his on Republic. They just updated, and he just started. They wanted to sell. They're re-releasing on vinyl all of the Carter series, and I thank the Lord that they did that, because I was on the lookout for so long, and all I had to do was just wait, because Republic was going to release his Carter series on vinyl again. I had almost got this on Vinyl Me Please before they had went out of business, but I missed it. But yeah, favorite song on here is Hit 'Em Up. This is my favorite vinyl that is part of my collection. I'm just, and this is my favorite Carter as well, from his Carter series. So just happy to have this one. Our next one is Barry White, No Limit on Love. This is the 1974 US pressing. And like I said earlier, I don't have to be, I don't have to necessarily know the music in order to get the vinyl. I could get the vinyl to learn the music. So this was one of the vinyl where I put in that category where I learned the music, because I'm just interested in hearing. I've always heard the name Barry White. People just say I sound like him, whatever. But I was always interested in hearing his type of music, and I listened to this one. I like his music. Favorite song from here is Your Heart and Soul. So I found this at a small record store in my city where I live. Yeah, I don't know. Barry White's a funny guy, or not funny. He's an interesting person. I like the music. This probably will not be my last vinyl of Barry White. But like I said, I don't wait to know the music to get a record. Sometimes I'll get a record to learn the music, and this was one of them. Another one where I put in that category is Love's Smokey by Smokey Robinson. This is the 1990 US pressing. I did not know, I wasn't too familiar with songs from Smokey Robinson. I bought this vinyl to learn about Smokey Robinson. So I'm interested to know how people collect their vinyl. Do they only collect vinyl of people they're fans of, or stuff people releasing new music, or I'm interested to hear people's way of record collecting, I should say. But this, I would say my favorite song is I Can't Find by Smokey Robinson. Again, I've always heard of him, never actually took the time to listen to his music until copying this vinyl, and I like what I hear, as does everybody. But yeah, Smokey Robinson. And for the last vinyl that I have with me today to show you is Leon Thomas, Mutt. This is when he did this Tiny Desk performance. And so what NPR, they released that recording, his live at Tiny Desk performance. They released it on vinyl. And I like these better than, like I said, the studio recording of certain songs. I'm sure there are people out there that agree with me that the live, once I hear the live versions, it's hard for me to go back to the original album that was released for some of these songs. But this has been on repeat for months now since he's done the Tiny Desk performance, and even like once I heard that they were releasing this on vinyl, I immediately gave them my money. And I mean, they shipped it out maybe months later, but I had to have this one specifically on vinyl. I don't even have the original Mutt on vinyl. I have the live performance. I mean, I'll probably get the deluxe version as well, but as of now, Leon Thomas, I have his live performance, which my favorite song is Treasure in the Hills. So if you ever have time to go listen to Leon Thomas' Tiny Desk performance, it's a masterpiece. It's crazy. So yeah, that concludes my vinyl collection, my updated vinyl collection. I'm gonna space these out. I'm gonna continue to space these out. I'll probably do another one maybe in like 6 months. I might not go a year without doing one, but I want to continue to update you guys, and I want to hear feedback on how you collect records, and certain records that you resonate with, things like that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please comment, like, subscribe. See you guys later.